Hi guys, today we will understand one of the Leetcode problem. So in this problem, we have to find the maximum length substring which has consecutive characters and it has only one unique character. So let's understand what is the problem statement. So the question says that we are given a string and we have to find the maximum length of a substring from that given string S which can contain only one unique character and the substring should be non-empty, and they have termed this maximum length of the substring as power of that string. So let's understand it by example. So for this input as lead code, we have to give the output as 2. And why it is 2? Because we have to find that string or that substring which has all the characters unique and they should be like consecutive. So in this string, EE are consecutive and this EE substring has only one unique character, that is E. We cannot take EET as the output. Why? Because EET will have two unique characters. They will be E and T, and we have to find only that string which has only one unique character. So output should be EE. Now for the another example number 2, here the output should be 5. Why 5? Because the string EEEE, this has 5 unique characters and that is E. You cannot take DDD which has occurred 4 times because the length of E which has occurred 5 times, it is more than D which has occurred 4 times. Now for this example number 3, again we have output as 5 because O has occurred 5 times and this is the maximum length substring. For example 4, again A has occurred 11 times, so this is the maximum length substring. Now for this tourist case, all the substrings are having length 1. So there is no consecutive characters which has length more than 1. So you can say that your output can be T or O or U or so on. So accordingly, your output should be 1. So this is the power of this cell. So this 1 is the power of this string S. So essentially what we have to find? We have to find the maximum length substring which should have all the characters consecutive, that is they should be same, and plus only one character should be unique in that substring. So for this example, triple A, B and 4 times C, D, this substring which has 4 C occurred consecutively and only C is there, that is only one unique character is there. So this C substring is the output and the power should be 4. So in our example or in our question, we have to just return 4. We do not have to return this C pattern or this C substring. So if you see this problem, this is a simple application of sliding window technique or sliding window method. So what is that sliding window method? So as you know, in the sliding window technique, we take windows of particular sizes, and when we find a new window which is of greater length than the previous window, then we update the window size and accordingly we move from left to right. So for our example or our problem statement, let's see how it will work. So we will check the character with its previous character. So we will say, okay, A is equal to A, that means these are the consecutive characters. Again we will check A is equal to A, that means these are consecutive characters. Again we will say B is equal to A, we will say it is not same. So here we will say that this is our current window size. The initial window size will be 0 and this is the current window size 3. Now we will say, okay, maximum of 0 and 3 is 3. So the new window size is 3. Now we will say, okay, this B was not equal to A, that means till now the window size is 3 and for that the window size we will start from 1. Correct? That means B has the window size 1. Now we will check C is equal to B. You will say no. So here you want to find that what is the window size or what is the power till B. So you will find the maximum of 3 and 1. It will be 3. Now you will set the window size of this C as 1. Correct? So till now the power is 3 and here we are setting the power of this C as 1. Now we will move to this C and we will say this C is equal to C. Okay, we will move C is equal to C, C is equal to C. Okay. D is equal to C? No. So till now the total power is 4. Now we will check this 4 with previous window size, that is 3. We will say maximum is 4. So the current window size, or you can say the maximum substring length, is 4, or the power of this string from A to this C is 4. Now we will set the window size for this single D as 1. And again we will move, but there are no more characters, so we will stop here. And lastly we will check who is the maximum between 4 and 1. You will say 4. So this will be your output or your power of the string. So the substring CCC, this is the maximum length substring, and which is giving me the power of the string. So let's see the formal algo for this problem statement. So we have to run a loop from I equal to 0 to the length of the string. That means for this case, we will start from 0 to 8. Now, in each iteration, what we have to see? We have to see the consecutiveness of the characters. So here we have taken another pointer j. So this j will help me to tell me the starting index of my substring, which is the required substring. So in this question, you just have to return the length of the required substring. You do not have to return that particular substring. But in case you have to return that maximum length substring also, so in that case you have to know that what is the starting index of that particular substring while you are traversing your example input. So for that we have taken this j. So let's see how this algo will work. So we will start from I equal to 0 to the length of this string, and in each iteration we are checking if s of I equal to s of j. So initially j is 0 and I is also 0. So these I and j, that is s of I, s of j, they are equal. So we will say continue. Now we will move forward and we will say the next I. Now this s of I and s of j, they are equal. So again we will move to the next element. Again this a is equal to this j. That means we will say continue. Now we will move to the I equal to 3. Now here this s of I, s of j, that means s of 0 and s of 3, these are not equal. So here we will come to else part and we will update our maximum length. This maximum length is actually the power of the string that we have to return. So initially it is 0. So here we can say the maximum length will be the previous maximum length, which is actually 0, and I minus j, it will tell me the current window size. So here 3 minus 0 will be 3. So this 3 is actually this length of the my current window size. So here I will get 0, 3. So answer will be 3. So here I will update the maximum length is 3. Now before moving further, we have to set this j to the new I, because we are done with this pattern or this part. So now we will say move this j to this current I. Correct? This j will tell me the new starting or new point of the substring. So now we will go again and we will say, okay, let's move the I. Again we will check if this c is equal to b. You will say no. So again you will compare the maximum lengths. So the previous maximum length is 3 and the current I minus j will be I is 4 and j is 3. 4 minus 3, that is 1. So this 1 is telling me that this is the length of this part. So this is the current window size, that is only one character is there. So window size current will be 1. So maximum of 3 and 1 is 3. So the output will remain same, that is maximum length will remain same as 3. So till this point or till this part, my window size or maximum length is 3. Now again I will say j equal to I. So I will say j should move to C. So now I am at the index number 4. Again I will check if s of I equal to s of j. I will say yes. So continue. I will move to the 5. Again I will say okay, this s of I, s of j equal. So continue. S of I equal to s of j, continue. S of 7 and s of j, that is 4. So 7th and 4th position character are same. So again we will continue to the 8th index. Now we will say this 8th index and 4th index element, they are not same. So this if will be false, and again we will move to the else part, and now we will update the maximum length. So the previous maximum length was 3, and the current I minus j will be I is at the 8th position and j is at 4th position. So 8 minus 4 will be 4. This will give me 4. So I will update this maximum length as 4. Now before moving further, I have to set j equal to I. So this j will move to here. Correct? So I am at the index number 8 and I and j are same. So I will say okay. As you know, we are incrementing I plus plus here. So you will say first I will be incremented. Now here we have reached to the ending of the string. So this loop will false. So we will come out of this loop, and now we have reached to this. Here we have to again check this maximum length. So we are checking, okay, this j and this I, that means I is 9 and j is 8. So 9 minus 8 will be 1, and the previous maximum length was 4. So 4 comma 1 will be 4. So this 4 will remain as such. I have got my required answer as 4, and I will be returning this maximum length. Now one can say that why we are checking this maximum length outside this for loop, because in this current example, if we do not check maximum length outside the for loop, then also the answer will be 4. But what about this case? In this case, when we will reach at B position, then we will say the maximum length will be 3. Now, when we will reach at C, we will say maximum length will be 3. When we will reach here, again maximum length will be 3. Here 3, here 3. And when we will reach the ending point, then if we do not check this maximum length outside this for loop, then we will say return maximum length, and maximum length will be 3. So that's why we have to check this maximum length once again after the end of this for loop. Otherwise, in this case, the answer will be written as 3, but the correct answer is 4. So I hope you have understood the algo, that how it is working. So let's write the code for this question. So let's see the code in C++, and this is the code that I have written for the C++ solution. So first we are finding the length of this string, and then we are setting maximum length as 0. Then we have taken I and j, and we have set j equal to 0. Then we have started the loop from I equal to 0 till the length of the string, and in that we are checking if the x of I equal to s of j. That means we are checking for the consecutiveness of the characters, and in the else case we are updating the maximum length. And then after the end of this for loop, we are again checking the maximum length with the same example, and after the for loop we are again checking this maximum length and we are updating it accordingly, and finally we are returning the maximum length. So let's submit this code, and this code is accepted. So let's write this code into Java. So this is the code written in Java. So in this also we are finding the length, and we are finding the length as s.length, and we are setting maximum length as 0 and I and j as 0. We are starting from I equal to 0 till the length of the string, and then we are checking the consecutiveness of the characters. So we are saying s.char at I equal to s.char at j. That means character at I and character at j index should be same. If they are same, then we are saying continue. Otherwise, we are updating the maximum length with the help of max function, and after the ending of this for loop, we are again checking the maximum length, and finally we are returning the maximum length as our output. That is, we are returning the power of the string. So let's run this code and submit this code. So this code is accepted. For a practice, you can do these questions which are based on the sliding window technique. So I hope you have got the solution. If you have any comment, query or suggestion, please write down into comment box. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel. See you in the next video. Goodbye.